What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about our Season 5 early download, new spicy gameplay, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and unfortunately earlier today I wasn't able to stream a new episode of the Bombshell podcast. The podcast PC is having a couple of problems, so we're going to push that back till maybe Monday. We'll end up doing an emergency stream at some point Monday afternoon. We also have a guest lined up, so we had to go ahead and postpone that. But we also have plenty of brand new article coverage going up on detonated.com for those who want to stay up to date with all things Call of Duty. Now, don't forget about the Deadshot Daiquiri Control Freaks, which may only be available for a limited time since these are very popular. These are a must-have for any hardcore zombies fan, so pick them up while they are still available. You can use code Dynamite to save 10% off any order on Control Freak, including for this literal life-size Deadshot Daiquiri per can, which also comes with a free in-game charm. Now, as of right now, a triple XP event did start for MW3 in Warzone, as I reported on a few days ago. This just began, and it does close out Season 4 for those that may be a bit behind on their player level, weapon progression, or even their Season 4 Battle Pass. Now's your last chance to hit max rank before the start of Season 5 in just a couple of days. Now, I also saw a few questions asking about a potential free trial for Season 5 that is yet to be announced, but as we've seen with some recent MW3 seasons, the free trial typically starts a good week or two after the start of the actual season, so maybe they'll end up announcing that a good day or two after the season begins. And the free trial should of course give people access to plenty of multiplayer maps, a bunch of the game modes, and maybe even the full zombies experience. Now, there is a rumor right now that apparently MW3 is going to be added to Game Pass before the end of the month, so maybe that's why they haven't announced the free trial yet, because they might want to wait until a little bit after that integration happens before launching a free trial. I'll keep you guys posted with what's going on there. But when it comes to Season 5 multiplayer maps, earlier today a new trailer did release for the new 6v6 map Bait. We're actually getting a good amount of maps this season, many of which are releasing day one. I'm aware that there are several cell-shaded map reskins, or I guess you can call them map remixes, that could be in the Vortex playlist. I'm aware that cell-shaded content is a big portion of Season 5, but we are still getting some original 6v6 spaces. So this is the first map, Bait. It is a medium-sized 6v6 experience, which, as they wrote in the blog post, it will contain tiki huts, as you can take a swim in the pool or remain dockside, watching for enemy movement near interior spaces like the restaurant, boathouse, and even a bait shop. I'm assuming we'll also end up getting a dedicated trailer for the Yard 6v6 map. This one looks pretty damn cool, and I guess you could see how Season 5 has kind of like a Wasteland, Borderlands type theme going on here, even though there's no license crossover happening with that game. But it'll be cool to see maybe another gameplay trailer for that other map in the next couple of days. But two cell-shaded map reskins for Shipment and Rust will be releasing day one, whereas the reskin for Stash House isn't going to be coming until the mid-season. Now, unfortunately, there isn't another original 6v6 map being saved for Reloaded, but that's not really a big deal to me, considering a week after Reloaded comes out, that'll be the beginning of the COD Next event for Black Ops 6. Then the beta for that multiplayer begins like a couple of days after that, so we'll still be kept pretty busy with Black Ops 6 even after Season 5 Reloaded comes out. Then before you know it, Season 6 will end up coming out towards like the middle of September after the BO6 beta ends. So I think it's timed pretty perfectly. Would have been great though if we ended up getting, let's say, a new version of Get High for Season 5. That could still be a surprise they announce later, but crossing my fingers we end up getting a spooky Halloween reskin of that for Season 6 or something. Who actually knows? But I also agree with some folks that have said that Atlas Superstore could have been a map they could have saved for Season 5 Reloaded. We had a map like that in Modern Warfare 19, of course, based on the Verdansk POI, and we know that POI is coming to Urzikstan this season, so maybe we'll end up seeing that map added to MP in the future. Also, don't forget, with Season 5, we're going to be seeing 4 new prestiges, a new level cap of 1,050, and a free blueprint you can earn by hitting the max rank for the season. That'll leave you at Prestige 21. There will, of course, be the usual challenges you can do in multiplayer and zombies, as we've seen with all the Prestige challenges in Modern Warfare 3, so there'll be plenty to do throughout the duration of our 5th season. And speaking of blueprints though, COD Warfare Forum and some other Twitter leakers did go ahead and post early gameplay over on Twitter today, which I'm really surprised about because the download hasn't been installed yet, so the fact that somehow that content was force loaded into somebody's game just means there was some serious hacking going on. But footage of several different STG blueprints did get posted. It hasn't been taken down off Twitter, so it looks like it's safe to report on, but there's also gameplay going around of the new HV SMG that's going to be releasing alongside the STG. The reload animation looks great update for that weapon, which I'm going to be more excited about. But yeah, one of those STG blueprints I showed you will end up dropping inevitably within like the week of Season 5's launch. Then they'll probably save another STG blueprint for later in the season or something. But typically whenever new DLC weapons release, they end up dropping at least 1 to 2 new blueprints for that weapon in the case that you want to buy a bundle instead of unlocking the weapon for free. Now, the leaked footage that was posted isn't in the greatest quality. It was pulled off Rumble and off Twitter, but yeah, there's even footage of the new WWE Superstars in MW3. So we have Cody Rhodes, Rey Mysterio, even Rhea Ripley. Footage also got posted of the Reckoner Black Cell operator. They're obviously going to go ahead and fully reveal Black Cell for Season 5 this Monday or Tuesday. We'll get a Black Cell roadmap and then a dedicated blog post about all the cosmetics and even the battle pass. But gameplay of blueprints for the hammer melee weapon and even the Superi SMG also got posted on Twitter, so I'm really surprised with how much footage did get posted. If new tweets do get released later today regarding some more hacked gameplay, I'll be sure to talk a little bit more about that in an article on Detonated and maybe even in a follow-up video here on the channel. But some other good news is that the download for Season 5 already went live a little bit early over on Battle.net. It kind of feels like the early downloads for each new Modern Warfare 3 season has begun going live earlier and earlier every single season now, but this download's going to be about 23 gigabytes in size if you are on PC. It'll roughly be around the same size on Steam if you're on that platform instead, and the Steam download should pop up, I want to say early Wednesday morning right as the season does release. Battle.net seems to be the only platform that gets these early downloads, but PlayStation sometimes gets the download a good day or two before the season starts as well, so definitely expect PS4 or PS5 to see the Season 5 update on, I want to say, maybe Monday night or Tuesday night. But if that doesn't happen, then the download will end up popping up the morning of launch on July 24th. So for those out there that are going to be like, hey, what's going on with the download? I don't see it on my platform. Just as a reminder, Xbox did confirm not too long ago that Preload should be releasing for big games like Call of Duty at some point in the future. It's unknown if Modern Warfare 3 will begin to see those preloads pop up. If that does happen, we'll keep you updated on Detonated with some tweets and articles, and I'll make a follow-up video if that does end up being the case. But it looks like right now Battle.net typically gets the download quite a bit early, whereas PlayStation could get it a good day or two after that as well, but Xbox and Steam right now are the only platforms that just don't get those. Now, to also remind you, if there's any issues with the launch of Season 5 after you install the update, let's say it's an issue where you buy the battle pass but it doesn't come up, or your level gets reset, or your inventory's blank, just remember that all of that will get resolved pretty damn quickly. Hopefully that doesn't happen, and it shouldn't happen, but oftentimes people really freak out whenever an issue like that rarely occurs, so just take a deep breath. Everything will be fixed pretty damn fast, hopefully not more than an hour of maintenance, and everything should be working as intended when a new season does release. But just as an FYI, there's going to be a lot of new game modes releasing in multiplayer this season, which I'm also pretty thrilled about. So we're going to be seeing Slam Deathmatch. It's like traditional TDM, but it's all about eliminations, right? In this mode, weapons can only down your enemies, whereas to earn points and eliminate another player, you have to finishing off by hitting them with a finishing move. They're going to be randomized WWE finishing moves in that Slam Deathmatch experience. Really excited about that one, but there's also going to be an arcade playlist dropping later in season, and there's going to be 2 new abilities added to this arcade mode. So we saw this towards the beginning of Season 4, but later on in Season 5, you're going to be seeing this arcade LTM give people the ability to have increased knockback power when using a sledgehammer. There's going to be a minigun you could find with the Battle Rage ability. There'll be a more sniper that'll feature explosive knockback effects when you use it. The TYR pistol that comes with akimbo snake shots and dragon's breath, like what? And then the push dagger melee will give you a big lunge ability. At launch though, we're going to see the COD Warrior mode, and it's going to be a bunch of different mini games while you're in the match. So the mini games include beat up the car, breacher ball, bullet time, first, don't fire, drone wars, fragged, the hunt, knives, meta loadout, miniguns for everyone, last ninja standing, revive, shocking, and even turret time. So quite a few different things you can experience in this mode. It sounds like a lot of fun, and I put some images on screen of the entire list of these mini games and what they're all about, just so you guys are aware, but there's more details also on the Detonated article linked down below. Later in season, we're also going to be seeing the Fish Fection mode, another one called Paintball, and a mode called Diffuse or Destroy. So multiplayer is getting some pretty healthy content later this season, and I think multiplayer fans certainly appreciate that, since they felt like MP hasn't gotten too much spotlight over the last couple of years, at least not since Cold War, but things are certainly getting better. Hopefully Black Ops 6 takes it even farther, and Sledgehammer for sure set a standard for how MP live service should work. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the early download and spicy new gameplay for a bunch of Season 5 content? What are your thoughts on the maps, modes, plus everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out. Peace out, everybody.